Hello, YouTube family. Greg D, aka the DCUO Gingerbread Man, back here with another video. And today, what I wanted to do was kind of go over some of my goals for 2026 in relation to uh, DC, in relation to YouTube, all that fun stuff. So, before we get into that, if you guys could do me a huge solid favor, because one of my 2026 goals is to hit 10,000 subscribers and beyond. So anything that you can do to help me would be tremendous. Liking the video, sharing, commenting, subscribing. If you're new here, all that fun stuff really goes a long way in helping out. And I also should say, before we get into it too, that always appreciate what you guys do to help me, whether that be giving me help on stream or liking videos, commenting on them, watching my shorts, anything like that. Really do appreciate all that stuff. So we'll start off with the actual DC goals, and then we'll venture into all the YouTube stuff. So first off, with as far as DC is concerned, and this goal actually comes to us thanks to my buddy Dark Horse. So shameless plug, if you are not subscribed to my buddy Dark Horse DCUO, you should go do that. Mason is, so you should be too. Go help out my buddy Dark Horse and subscribe to his channel. But so the first goal for us, as far as 2026 DC land is concerned, is to get to 700 skill points. As of the making of this video, I'm currently sitting on 539, I believe. Actually, let me get past Medusa here and then we can double check that, but I'm pretty sure I'm at 539 as of the making of this video, which means we would be 100 and what? That's 161. So I'm also making this video at the very end of November in 2025. So essentially, we would need 161 skill points by this time next year. I've mentioned this before. I do have a ton of feats that are still left in time capsules that I'm hoping to finish. And a lot of those are like I've pretty much gotten all of the emblems within the time capsules. I'm pretty much need to finish off a ton of the styles, hence why you'll notice that I'm saving my stabilizers, I'm saving my quarks, because I think between the stabilizers, between the quarks, if I don't get them in the time capsules themselves, I could probably get them from Booster Gold, the quark vendor. So it's kind of what I'm hoping to do. I know that's going to be a big chunk, and I think if I remember correctly, I had figured it out that I'm probably like 50 some odd skill points. Why I should say I'm missing like 50 plus skill points out of time capsule still. So that's a huge chunk of that 161 right there. But I have to continue making my, saving up my source marks, my quarks, all that fun stuff. That's another thing I need to do as well. Is I need to start collecting the last few styles from the House of Legends, of course, as well. Hence why I'm saving up my source marks. I'm totally in like saving mode
Gray lanterns seek to
as of
overwhelm
late.
others with sorrow.
So that is probably the biggest goal. Get to 700 skill points, easy peasy. Second goal is to get more artifacts. And I don't just mean DPS artifacts. My goal is to kind of make myself a little bit more versatile. So what I want to do is I want to try to get 3 designated like full tank artifacts maxed out. I want to get 3 full controller tank or full controller artifacts maxed out, and then I want to do 3 more DPS ones. So for example, let's say for controller, maybe I try to go Hecate and Birds of Prey. Maybe for tank, I try to get what's a Red Tornado. Maybe DPS wise, I try to get something like more of the hybrid ones like Puto. I don't know. I haven't really decided what I necessarily want. But like I said, a more general goal is to try to get at least 3 tank, 3 controller, and 3 more DPS ones to 200 by the end of the year. I mean, it's difficult enough, but we might get lucky. Maybe there will be like another bonus artifact event at some point during the year. Maybe they'll give us, nth medals as rewards. Um, of course, there is always the swipey, but we're going to try to avoid that a little bit. So that is probably the two biggest. 700 skill points. Try to make myself more versatile and get more tank and controller, DPS artifacts. I don't even know what I would want DPS wise, honestly. Whether that be something like I said, like Computo, or maybe I get like Gem of Horus. I don't really know. I haven't really, like I said, gotten that far yet. Too, there's also going to be new ones that are popping out here, I'm sure, throughout the year, especially with the next DLC coming out probably January or February. There's definitely going to be some more new ones coming out that'll probably be OP, quote unquote. So we'll see about that. So those are my two biggest DC goals, I would say. Also, want to try to make sure that we are just continuing to keep up with things and not missing anything out. So I think what I'm trying to say is to continue being consistent, not only with DC but with YouTube itself. Um, Trying to kind of not miss any of the events, not miss anything like huge. I know there's going to be times where life gets busy and things can happen, but I want to try to stay consistent and not miss any of the good stuff and try to. And that kind of goes back to helping myself with getting the skill points as well. So that is definitely a big goal for me coming up here in the next year, essentially. Also, wanted to make sure. Now, this is going to be like for YouTube wise. So, obviously, we always talk about it. I want to make sure that I get to 10,000 subscribers. So, this year so far, I've roughly earned about 1,600 subscribers. So, thank you to everyone who's newer to the channel. Appreciate you. So, I want to kind of double that. So, I'm hoping that instead of 1,600, maybe in 2026, I earn 3,500, 4,000, maybe 5,000. I think that would be a decent goal to kind of try to hit. Try to get out of here real quick. Actually, let me look at the numbers here. So I want to look at these goals by the numbers here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to look at my thing here. So subscriber wise for 2025 thus far, and I know 2025 isn't over. I have earned, just under 1,600 subscribers. I'm at 1,598. So if I could double that, that is essentially, what I would like to do. And honestly, all these YouTube goals are pretty much doubling what I've done this year. So, for example, my watch time in hours for 2025 is 25,514. So I want to try to get to 50,000 hours of watch time. Hey, Keebler, hey, Fruit of the Loom, sponsorships, come on, bud. And views-wise, so in 2025, total views, I have 555,000. So I think it would be a good idea to hopefully in 2026 try to get 1 million. Let's try to get 1 million views. So again, that kind of goes back to anything that you guys can do to help me. I'm going to continue being consistent, continue putting out consistent DC videos. I've also been contemplating, maybe adding in some newer, not newer games, but like games that I have enjoyed and maybe making videos of those games. I'm thinking maybe some Assassin's Creed. GTA 6 is obviously going to be coming out in 2026. So just kind of thinking along those lines as far as branching out. So maybe if there's anything in that realm that you would like me to play and make videos on, I'm always open to suggestions. Again, whether that is like Grand Theft Auto, whether that is something Assassin's Creed wise, whether that's whatever. Maybe something like first-person shooter wise. I don't know. Let me know if there is something that you specifically would like to see. We'll try to do that thing. So then, of course, all of that being said, if the views go up, if the watch time goes up, obviously The money aspect of it goes up as well. I'm not going to tell you what I've made thus far, but I've had my best year ever as far as YouTube money is concerned for 2025. A lot of that goes to me having my best year as far as views and subscribers and all of that. So again, I appreciate all of your help. We just want to kind of continue making forward, consistent steps. So, do I think that I'll ever get to be like a full-time YouTuber, especially just doing DCUO content? No, absolutely not. There's not enough of a fan base to kind of support that. Hence why I'm thinking about other games possibly. And then I've also been, contemplating maybe changing my brand up a little bit instead of just my name. Maybe making myself the Gingerbread Man. I don't know. I might do that once I hit 10,000 subscribers, just to kind of do that. But we'll see. But yeah, always open to suggestions, and would love to know what you guys think. But that's it. We got to double up on everything that we've done this year to make it work. As you guys know, I always say that I love doing these videos because I love the game. I enjoy what I do. And if I could make this a decent side income, side hustle, like I said, DCUO content's not going to provide full-time benefits to that. But if it ever we get it to a point where maybe we make, $5, $6, $7, $10,000 a month, then maybe I could consider doing this full-time. We'd be doing a lot of streaming, but it is what it is. So with that being said, I think I'm going to conclude this video right here. Let me know in the comment section below what your goals for 2026 are. And until next time, guys, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you soon.